you too, Frank. Here's to you, Frank.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful day out there, Frank.
It
This
is.
Thursday morning, one morning before Blink Day, another Friday. I still wish that I wish that we would have had the wherewithal once you had this idea of doing what we do, to just had said, here's the day we started. Frank, I want to know how many Fridays it's been, but it's been a lot.
It has been a while.
It has been, I know it's been well over a year, and I can tell you I'm so grateful for this time that we have in the morning together, because wow, it's beautiful how it is. I mean, we speak of it often. It's just incredible. I mean, it just it lights the fire and for the day. And I'm gonna right now just give thanks to God for the beauty and majesty that He gives us every single day. And it is beautiful out there. But anyway, morning, Frank. It is Thursday, and Frank and Pat live from Sycamore Reserve, and just another beautiful, full day of joyfulness that we share in the Lord. I was thinking, Frank.
Yes.
I was thinking about patience. And let me tell you why. And I'm so glad you got to speak to your new friend and somebody I care deeply about, Nicole. You got to speak with her yesterday, and a lot of you have heard me speak of her in recent days as the beautiful girl that was involved in a horrific boating accident and lost her, not just her left leg, but all the way up to the hip. And it's just and she's an amazing and inspirational, and somebody that well, I love her family. They're just wonderful people. But when I was out visiting her, Frank, and I was watching her as she started her physical therapy in this rehab center out on the west side of Indy, is phenomenal. But she's very, very courageous and determined. But I was viewing other people in there that are, I don't know where, I'm not sure why they're in there, because it's a rehab facility that takes care of many different issues. Like could be a stroke or, a car accident or whatnot. But there was one lady in particular I was looking at, and she was sitting over there with whomever was to be helping her with whatever issue she had. But I was just noticing tears coming out of her eyes. And it just made me feel like, well, I'll bet she just feels so alone. Nobody there and whatnot. And so when I'm talking about patience, like I am just by of the surroundings and what I was feeling out over there and watching people, I wanted to tell that sweet, beautiful woman that you're never alone. You are never alone. And I want to be able to say it's okay that when you're feeling that way, and if you are alone and nobody's in the room with you, reach out and talk to God. He is there and He will listen. And with the patience that's needed so that you can calm your inner self down and just be patient, God will work wonders. And so, Frank, in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, it says, and I'm asking anybody to listen and just think of your own self. It says, I have the strength for all things in Christ who empowers me. I am ready for anything and equal to anything through Him who infuses inner strength into me. I am self-sufficient in Christ's sufficiency. We all have it. It requires that trust. It requires the patience in knowing that He is there and with us all the time. When does Satan love to attack you, Frank? Mostly in the night, in the dark. You're there sleeping, whether you've got somebody next to you or not, but oftentimes that's when he loves to come in and and try to get a little bit of a stronghold in there, and we just have to rebuke that. But we have it. We've got it. It's there. God has given us all that. Take hold of it and believe it, because God is great. Frank.
Yes.
Patrick.
Patrick.
You got it. I love helping you along, Frank. You missed your cue, Frank. Let's try it again. So, Frank.
Yes, Patrick.
You have any of that Frank wisdom I love?
Well, Pat, your words bring to mind that love is patient and love is kind.
Oh, love it.
And also, though they that wait upon the Lord, and to wait, if in the one sense to wait until God tells you or directs you or supplies you, that waiting requires that we learn patience. And I look back on my life, and if there's one big thing ahead of love that I have needed to learn, it is patience. I was one of the most impatient kids in the world, and I've learned some. I won't say that my patience has been perfected, but
That'll never happen anyway.
there's only one that's perfect.
Yeah.
But when we encounter adversity or challenges that take us into pain or suffering, I think we do well to realize that we have an opportunity to hone that practice of patience. For they that wait upon the Lord rise up with wings as eagles.
Amen, brother.
And if we simply realize that Jesus, whatever our suffering, Jesus has been to that level of suffering. And he meets us there. He's not afraid of suffering.
That is so spot
He
on.
conquered that. And he will meet us there. And just call his name. Just call his name. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That's when I'm in trouble, that's my go-to.
Pretty much all the time, you're in trouble.
I'm very, very good at remembering that name.
I am, well, Frank, that's very poignant and spot right on. And all of our friends out there, please know, whatever you're going through, it is so true. Please ask him, because he's there to take care of us. Frank, how much do we love our friends?
Bunches.
Bunches and bunches.
And Andy Whitehurst, remember, tomorrow is Blink Day.
Yeah, Andy, we count on
We're
you.
going to go on the count of 3. 1, 2, blink.
There you go.
Coming up tomorrow.
I love you all.